Alright, so we're going to get into this review. And so they sent me this box. I guess it's Mission Brief 78. They give you a little pamphlet in the book to start off with. And from my understanding, and like I said, I'm going to do an honest review. And if you stay to the end of this, I'm going to give you the pros, the cons, and possibly some company suggestions in regards to this review of this product. So basically, from my understanding, this product basically is a monthly subscription service where you pay a certain amount a month and you get certain things sent to you via Battlebox. Now that being said, this is Mission 78, so every mission, this is probably, they sent me this a couple of weeks ago. So that being said, it's probably some old stuff. There's probably other missions out there and so on and so forth right now, but this is what they sent me. The unfortunate event is they did not send me some sort of discount code or something for the channel, so my assumption is they just want me to do a review of their product and what comes inside. And like I said, I'm going to give it to you honest and straightforward if it's worth it or not. So anyways, from what I'm reading here, it comes in 1, 2, 3, and 4 tiers. One is the basic box, one is the advanced box, one is the Pro box, and then you have the Pro Plus box. Now, they sent me the Pro Plus box, and so on and so forth, and I'm trying to see if they actually have what it costs, what their subscription service is, but being the power of editing, I will probably put that up on the screen or whatnot, and you guys can kind of figure it out from there, and you'll see that breakdown of what it costs per subscription for, let's say, the basic box. So let's kind of go into what they have sent in the basic box, and beyond just showing you this stuff, we are going to use these products right here, right now, except for one of them because I'm not sure how to use this. But all in all, it's great to show you the products, what comes in a box, but I kind of want to give you an idea of how to use these products as well. So that's being said, let's go ahead and dive into this. So kind of gives you a little breakdown of what's inside the box here. I'm probably blocking my microphone, but I'm not the most professional out here in the YouTube verse. But anyways, moving on. So you have the basic box, and the basic box is probably going to cost somewhere around here. And let's see what we get in this basic box if that's what you were to subscribe to for your monthly thing. The first thing that they come in here is called the Temp-N-Toss Disposable Forehead Thermometer Strips. So this is what this looks like here. And kind of give you an idea on the back there. So basically, it displays temperatures in the range of 94 degrees to 104 degrees. You stick it on your forehead here, and it reads kind of like a thermometer. And it'll kind of, it'll sit there and it'll change colors from, let's say, blue to green to possibly red or whatnot to tell you your temperature. Now, from my understanding, it's good for up to 48 hours. Pros and cons of this. This being said, it works well if you're inside, let's say your home, or a controlled environment where it's, let's say, 70, 75 degrees, nice and cool inside. Because if you were to wear this out in the field, it's also going to pick up ambient temperature. So that was going to give you not the reading that you're looking for. So for outdoor survival, it might not be something that you'd be looking for, but for in home or bugging in, or if someone's sick or something like that, this might be a nice product because you can put it on their head and it can monitor their temperature for about 48 hours. And what comes in the package, let me see. It says don't take temperature of individual has been eating, drinking, or exercising within the last 30 minutes or just coming in from the outdoors. So again, folks, with any type of product, you want to pay attention, read the instructions, just don't kind of rip it out the thing. Fast, accurate reading in 15 seconds. And there's really no way for me to really specifically test this product here out where I'm out in this hot, humid Florida weather, hence the hat to try to shade myself and the sunglasses because it's bright and extremely humid out today. Says this product was assembled by adults with disabilities, made in the USA, and so on and so forth. And yeah, so I think it can come in handy. It's a nice little thing. They're saying that this product costs alone by itself $13.99. And moving on to what else do you get in the basic box? Toss that down there. So you get the Readywise Early Dawn Breakfast Skillet. Who doesn't like freeze-dried food, right? Here we go. See me peeping around here? Readywise Early Dawn Breakfast Skillet. It's 21 grams of protein for long days on the trail. Hey, I'm just reading from the booklet. Lightweight and easy portable for any outdoor adventure, and so on and so forth. And the list goes on. This says adventure meals are made in the USA. Retail cost on this is $8.98, and this is still included in your basic box subscription. Well, we're going to end up cooking this stuff up and seeing what it tastes like. If it's actually tastes pretty good. Some stuff from Readywise and other companies out there, you know, sometimes they're great, sometimes they're not so great. But we're going to cook this up, so stay tuned for that. All right, moving on to what I really think, and I'm really looking forward to trying these out. Whew! It is warm out here, folks. Is the Bigfoot Bushcraft Fire Starter. Fire plugs. These things right here. Fire plugs, man. And this is where we're going to test, and this is why we're going to test these. It says, rain or shine, wet or windy, start your fire with just a single spark and 100% waterproof Bigfoot Bushcraft fire plugs. With more than 5 minutes of burn time, you won't feel rushed to get your fire started. This package contains 60 plugs, plenty for dividing into multiple fire kits and loadouts. These are beyond easy to use, and the bottom line is they work great. Well, we're going to find out. Let's kind of take a quick look at what these things look like. Let's open her up here and kind of pop this open. All right. So let me grab a few of these so you guys can see them better on camera. This is kind of what they look like here. And what it looks like is some sort of, I could smell some sort of a agent in there that's going to be your flammable agent. It looks like it has a waxy coating, and it looks kind of like an advanced version of your cotton balls, basically. But it looks like it has like that coating and whatnot on there to prevent it from getting wet or what. Don't say whatnot no more, Gray. Anyways, folks, so yeah, they look pretty cool, very lightweight, and like I said, I'm trying to get a close-up of them. I don't know if that'll focus on that or not. But anyways, actually, they smell pretty good. I don't know. They don't smell like some of the other stuff, like I say, the things that I've used for my dragon stoves and stuff like that, that kind of chemical agent. But it smells pretty good. So it won't make your bag smell like crap, wherever you happen to stick these things. So again, that comes in your basic box on that first tier of things. And what else do we got here? So then we got one more thing that comes in the basic box. And it's called the Flitz Tactical Gun and Knife Care Kit. Excuse me. So this is what it is, and it looks like you get certain different creams for your blades and firearms. Metal, plastic, and fiberglass polish restores paint. Tactical, everything is tactical these days. Tactical matte finish cleaner, and ceramic gun sealant. So, and then it also on the back of it, it has like this little what's it called? What kind of cloth is that? You know, that soft stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So it comes with that. It comes with this whole kind of clicky thing here. Interesting. Anyways, you know, I don't know how I'm going to be able to try this. I mean, I can wipe down a knife or wipe down a gun or something like that. I don't know. But, yeah, it's just some polish and stuff like that. And if you have a firearm or some sort of knife that you want to, you know, clean up or put something on there, it says it removes rust, fingerprints, powder residue, safe factory hot gun bluing, nickel, stainless, and hard rubber stocks. Hydrophobic seal technology creates a ceramic protection that can last up to years. Thick and thirsty microfiber cloth. That's the name of it, microfiber. Absorbent, clean, polish, and protect faster and easier than with a standard cloth. Lint-free, machine washable. And then this is a tactical matte cleaner. It's a degreasing formula used on stainless steel knives, firearms, so on and so forth. But yeah, like a whole cleaning situation there. So that's kind of cool. And let me see, you know, maybe we'll do a deeper dive into some of this stuff. So I won't be able to like really, you know, use everything, but we're definitely going to use the Bigfoot Bushcraft fire starter. All right, moving on to the next tier, which is the advanced box. And it looks like with the advanced box, you get one more item. So with each box, you get what's in the box previous to it. So you get everything in the basic box, and then you get what's in the advanced box. So I took it out of the packaging because I figured it's a pain in the butt to try to like rip it out of the package on camera. So I'm going to move that over there. And this is called the Cat CT 7100 LED neck light. Now, I've never heard of a neck light before, but I guess you kind of put it on like this and you kind of walk around, and I don't know. Let me see if I can turn these things on. And they each have a battery in them and different settings. I guess you can play with that. I don't know. That's 1, 2. Push this button here if I can find it. On, and then that one. So hopefully it's not messing with the camera too much. I don't know about a neck light if I'm looking around. I kind of like a headlamp. That'd be something that I would purposely, or me personally, use. But where I could see this might come in handy is if you're out camping or something like that, and you hang it on a tree and use it for some ambient light coming down to your camp area or something like that. I think that would be kind of cool to use it in that aspect. Inside here, these kind of twist off like this, and it has a standard double A battery in there. So, you know, of course, you know, prep your batteries and have enough batteries to do so, and then you put it back on and clip it, and there you go. So if you want to, you could wear it as a neck, or maybe you can stick it around your head. I don't know. Put it way up here and be that guy. I don't know. It works good on this hat. You know what I mean? So I guess I could be looking around the corners and stuff. Maybe even add additional headlamp and just be kind of like this beacon of hope and light for everyone. Anyways, hopefully I turned those off, and that comes in the advanced box. So you get everything I just went over in the basic box and then in the advanced box as well. All right. Moving on to the Pro Box. Now this is quite interesting, especially in the times that we're in. You get a PD100 full face respirator gas mask, which is this guy right here. Since PD100 mask uses high quality medical grade silicone rubber compositions and are made with non-toxic, tasteless, odorless materials. The mask is made to fit any size face, ensuring an airtight seal in any environment in addition to its universal fit. Alright, so let's take a look at this thing, and surprisingly, it looks like a pretty solid mask. I guess I should have took all this paper and stuff out of this thing here first. It comes up with an additional straps and locking mechanisms inside this bag. Let's toss that to the side and pull this mask out of the plastic. So, let me see, it feels pretty good. As you can kind of see, it's a whole face kind of thing like that. This rubber grommet here. Let me see, I'm just trying to see, oh, there we go. So it locks into place here, and I know you guys can't see what I'm doing, but basically, this is going to have this spot here that it clicks onto. So it's really easy to, I guess, tighten up and play with here. This is that rubber here that you would have. I like the aspect that it's not like your traditional masks where you can kind of see, you have more field of vision. You kind of get what I'm saying. And then it comes with, so the mask comes, of course, with the mask. So let's set that to the side. Like I said, you can look inside there too. Move this here so you can actually see inside this thing. But you can see it'll seal around your mouth and stuff like that. And then you have the way your speaking diaphragm. You have your exit point here where your air and stuff is going to be pushed out. And then this is what's going to be pulling in your air here. So you're wondering why, like, well, what do you put on here? So it comes with these two little thingies here, these filters. And I'm trying to see if it says what it's rated for. And I'm assuming a filter this small is probably not going to be rated for NBC, nuclear, biological, or chemical. And of course this would attach here on the mask, and you would put both of them on. And of course I'm not going to go into testing your mask and fitting your mask and all that jazz with that, but you kind of get what I'm saying. You get a gas mask, and then of course you should follow up with more research. One pointer for you folks out there is, if you get these, do not open them. Do not open these things here and put them on your mask and then put the mask somewhere. Because as soon as you open these things, they're going to start to go bad. And you mean like, well, what do you mean they go bad? They're just sitting on my mask. Well, as soon as oxygen gets in here and little particulates start to get in here, at least from my perspective, and this is my opinion, these will go bad. So keep them sealed until you're going to use them. That being said, let me give you guys an idea of what I use. And we're going to look, and the price of this is supposed to be worth $100. The PD100 full face mask, respirator gas mask. So the value of that is $99.97. We shall see, because I'm going to be popping prices up here on the screen and everywhere when I go back to the editing phase of this video. And then we got to move on to the Pro. But before we get there, I do want to show you what mask I prefer. I have not tried this mask out, but we'll see. Maybe I'll do some further reviews on like the specifics of the mask and stuff like that after I do some deep dive on it. And then we're gonna move on to the beyond the Pro Box to the Pro Box Plus after I show you the masks that I personally prefer to use. So the mask that I personally prefer to use is the Mirror Safety Mask, or gas mask, however you look at it. Now, I have mine set up already. So if you can see this here, I have it set up in a certain way. It's already fitted to my mask is ready to go. You're probably wondering why I had this thing rolled over like this, and that's because it's ready to deploy. In the military, of course, I would throw off my hat, and I already have this thing. I would pull it over my head, check my seal, make sure everything is good to go. If you could even hear me when I was saying that, because I know this mic is weird. But this is the Mirror Safety. What I like about it, it also has an apparatus to drink from. And let me show you the filters that I would use for a mask like this in a shift scenario or a chaotic event where there's gas, aka nuclear, biological, or chemical agents, as they like to call it, NBC, and they've added to that, of course. But these are the filters that I recommend and that I use, and these are again through Mirror Safety. And as you can see, I still have them sealed, versus look at the size difference between those two, just so you can kind of, this might be for like maybe daily activities and stuff outside, and you know, some pollen and some other stuff. I don't know the 100% logistics of this, but I know this is made for an NBC or event. I'm trying to see if I can get this closer to you, but maybe, I don't know if you guys can see that on the camera there. Move that over. Come on, Grey, get it right. There we go. And see if you guys can see that where it says NBC. So these are rated for, you know, that whole situation, that nuclear, biological, chemical, and all that jazz. So me personally, I like the Mirror Safety. I think they're a great product. A lot of people in law enforcement and in the military have used stuff like that, but there's also military issue, of course, but private contractors and other stuff. If you dig into Mirror Safety, you'll see that they are used worldwide in a lot of situations out in the world. So that comes in the Pro Box. Now we're going to finally end up with the Pro Plus box. This is the highest tier that you can get on Battlebox with your subscription service. And again, anything that you get, so with the basic box, you get all that information, you get all that stuff. The advanced box, you get the cat. The Pro Box, you get the gas mask. And now moving on to the Pro Plus box. And that, what we get is another value of $95. It's the Willumsen Copenhagen Chibs two-tone. So it is a foldable blade. Let's kind of open her up here. Kind of give you an idea what it looks like in the box. And it comes like this little thing on here. Like a little, I don't know, sticker that you can put on your, you know, bag or something. I'm going to go ahead and open it up and then get back to you. Alright, now that I got that out of the packaging, Kind of comes in like this little thing here. I don't know. I wouldn't use it, but it's a nice little thing, you know. It comes with a couple tools, like a spare clip and a Allen wrench with a specific hex key thing on it, and I'm assuming that's for this stuff here. The hex keys all around. Now, I do like the way this knife feels. You guys know I'm a knife fanatic, and it opens up pretty quick. And if you can look at that blade there, that's a pretty decent blade. I like the edging on it. It does have a nice thing. I like the guard here as well, as you can see that. And this is the size of my hand. If you guys know I'm a pretty big guy, so you can kind of get an idea of what that looks like. A nice decent blade on there, grind, whatever you want to call it. I know some people like to be knife specific because they're knife snobs. And they're like, boy, you gotta say this is this part and the hilt and this and that. Well, it's a knife, man, and as long as you know how to use a knife, you know what I'm saying. You don't need to know all the specifics of the knife unless that's what you want to learn. Of course, I suggest people learning about this stuff, but I'm just not gonna force it upon and force feed it down your throat. It has a little bit of an oily residue on there, but that's probably due to shipping. My assumption is. But as you can see, this is a pretty solid knife, and the handle is like a texture. I don't know what it is, but it feels nice. And then, of course, you have this clip here to hang on your belt. Also, you have like a little breaker back here, so if you were trying to, like, let's say, break a windshield or something like that. And I can see the uses for this piece here. Some people are probably wondering, well, what is that, Grey? There's a few different things I could think of using it for, even tying some fishing line on there, tossing it out and using it for a fishing line. But this is me being, repurposing anything for what I can. It is a slide lock, and it's probably hard to see that here because there's a slide lock here. And of course, you'd move that to the side and bring down the knife. Now, to me, it probably needs a little oil, but all in all, it's pretty quick. I give it that, and it's pretty sharp. Yeah, trimming off a little hair there. Maybe I'll try to feather some wood for you with this knife and see how it works, and so on and so forth. But yeah, all in all, it looks like a decent knife, and this is what comes in the Pro Plus box. So you get a blade as well. So I thought that was really nice of them to throw that in there. And man, the birds are going wild today, aren't they? They must say, hey, Grey, we're doing a video and we want our voices heard as well. All right, so let's kind of like put some of this stuff to the test. Should we cook up some food? Should we cook up some food, folks? Should we cook up this Readywise and see what it tastes like? Why not, right? Let's get into it. And we're back. So I'm going to use this, this is going to make things a little faster. This little propane cooker here. Turn this bad boy on. I know my camera's shaking all around because I can see it bouncing, but hey, it is what it is. You guys are probably not going to be able to see that blade, or that flame per se. But she's a warm. So we're going to take my little, I call it my little nesting kit here. And it is a Pathfinder nesting kit. I just want to see that it has jokes and stuff on here. I think that's pretty funny. Riddles and jokes, camping hacks, and interesting stuff anyways. But it says 2 cups, add 2 cups of boiling water. So there's an ant inside my cup. I guess that's a little extra protein. But anyways, we're going to get rid of that ant. And we're going to measure out 2 cups on this. And I know this is going to be a long video, but I like to go over everything. And you guys know I always run long. So anyways, 2 cups. That is about 16 ounces. And no, I'm not going to make you guys wait while I boil this water. But I'm going to fill it up. And then we're going to try to heat this up and boil it. Alright, see you guys in about, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes. Alright folks, so the water has been boiled. I think I might have recorded some B-roll footage and all that jazz with it. We'll see. If not, the water boiled, you know what I mean? I don't know if you guys want to watch water boiling. But it took a lot longer than I expected, and not regards to the water boiling. That was about 3 to 4 minutes on that little rig there. But this food here took a lot longer. I read into it, and it says, you know, tear the pouch and the notch. Remove, yeah, don't forget to remove the oxygen absorber. You do not want to ever try to consume this. So pay attention, stay vigilant. Make sure that if you're going to be having any type of, you know, food like this, make sure you remove the oxygen absorber before you put all your hot water and all that jazz into it. But anyways, then it says, you know, add the water. But let stand 12 to 15 minutes, folks. 12 to 15 minutes. So if you're extremely hungry and you're not camping and you're in a, you know, some sort of chaotic situation and you need some sustenance, I suggest something quick. Trail mix, protein bars, things of that nature to kind of stifle that hunger until you get to a spot. I mean, I was just kind of sitting around bored, not knowing what to do. I went and played around in the garden for a few minutes. I was playing with this knife and feathering some wood to see how it worked. And as you can see, it's not too bad. It did some pretty decent feathering in there. This is not a dry piece of wood. This was something I cut down yesterday because I was processing some tree that we cut down. And just started to play with this, but it did well enough. You know what I mean? One thing that it didn't do well, I could probably show you on here, is when I was using this ferrocerium rod and trying to, you know, get spark out of it, I was using, you know, my 90 degree. As you can see, nothing is coming off. So that was a downfall to the knife. Other than the knife is sharp, it's nice. I like the handle. It feels good. It's a pretty good knife, you know, for, let's say, a daily kind of like a pocket knife, you know, to do like remedial tasks. And you can make it do what you need to do. Some feathering, some wood, you know. It's pretty sharp where you could probably skin a fish, not skin a fish, but, you know, fillet a fish or something like that. Keep the blade sharp, take care of the blade and all that jazz like that. But I had to break out my Gerber in order to get flame. So, yeah. It is what it is, and this is how we, the only way to learn stuff is by using the things that we get. So if you let's say you get into this whole Battlebox thing, you know, make sure you use the equipment in there. Just don't, hey, I got a Battlebox, and put it on the shelf in case whenever I need it. You want to use the stuff. All right, moving on to the food. Let's see if it's even done, to be honest with you. And yes, I love long spoons because of bags like this. And you'll get the idea. This is a nice bendable spoon. Long story short, they are pretty good. I know. Let's try this and see if it's any good. You know. So a little hot. I'm gonna be honest with you. Need some salt, pepper, and for me, maybe a couple extra spices. I'm gonna spoon some of this out and put it on this little plate thing here. I don't know. I found to kind of show you the texture of the food, so you guys can kind of see it. In case you guys want to see the food, you know what I mean? Because if you're gonna be buying this stuff or you're interested in it, I figured you might want to see the food, you know. All right, enough of that. See if I can get this towards the camera without making a mess. Yeah, I'm making a mess, but oh well. Of course, you can see there's still some residual water in there. It's probably not fully, I didn't wait the long enough time, but it feels like forever. But anyways, regardless if it's dripping all over the place, you can kind of see the food in there and the texture and whatnot. But in emergency, if you're hungry and you're starving, I'm pretty sure you'll eat almost anything at that point. But just to kind of be, you know, on the up and up when it comes to this stuff, what it tastes like, and if you would want something like this in your home for some sort of survivability or catastrophic event or whatnot. Taking another bite just to see. Not too bad, but, you know, I've had better. Moving on. Alright, so last but not least, let's check out these fire plugs. So what I'm going to do here is, I wonder if I have something. Yeah, I'll take this lid here, put a little bit of water in here, and take the fire plug, roll it around in the water, see if it's waterproof, right? Don't drink that, buddy. So anyways, from the directions on the back, and you can see what I'm reading here, it says it wants you to bend this like this, right? Bend it in half. And you kind of want to bend it around, back and forth, and work it a bit, right? So it says bend the plug back and forth to loosen the fibers. So you kind of, and you can see how it's starting to bulge there. If you can see that on camera or not, starting to bulge there. So you just kind of want to bend it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then it says rub the two halves against each other in a circular motion to break the plug apart. So I don't know if I'm doing this right, but so we're gonna rub it in a circular motion to break the plug apart. Ah, here we go. So doing this, as you've seen, it's getting longer. And I broke them apart. So I'm assuming that's what they want me to do, right? But as you can see, you have all these fibers in here that once I broke it apart, I'm trying to get this so you can see it. I guess I shouldn't mess with it too much. But anyways, those are the fibers inside there. And the same with the other piece here. Me, of course, I would probably play with it a little bit more just to get more surface area, like that. I would open it up like that so that when I put it down, I have a lot more surface area. Kind of like, like that. All right, so let's light this bad boy on fire and see if it starts fire. Alright folks, so you kind of saw that little flamey thing that I had going on in that little plate there. Well, I didn't think ahead. I was going to burn my plastic table, and then I was like, oh yeah, I did have this thing here with the tinfoil on it to put the fire on, of course, that I transferred over and kind of showed you the flame. Now, in all honesty, I'll be honest with you, it worked well. It worked really, really well. It would make great tinder. So, if let's say you don't want the Battlebox, check out the company. You see, like I said, Bigfoot Bushcraft fire plugs. In case you don't want all the other stuff or whatnot, it's just something to do. You see something in a Battlebox, or if you get a Battlebox, and certain things, make sense to you that you need to have more of these, or so on and so forth, kind of go on there. But also, it was easy enough for me to take my water in this and pour water on the fire and extinguish it relatively quick. So once the fire is started, if it's raining, well, yeah, even if it's raining, because I poured water on it and it went out. So I guess you still have to have some sort of caution when you're trying to start your fire. So if it's pouring down rain and you got your fibers going, you light that fire, you kind of want to protect that fire as well. So that being said, let's go ahead and wrap up this whole. And I just noticed something, folks. I don't know if you guys noticed it, but I noticed it. My microphone is a little bit off. I probably just made a whole bunch of noise and ruined the whole video. But why not? Why not? This is GreyMan, and he's always full of follies. But let's wrap up this Battlebox review. As you saw, I went through everything. This might be for you. It may not be for you. Now, the pros. Every month, you're getting a lot of different gear that you get to use, explore, and play with if you have the finances to do so. Like I said, every tier costs differently. So let's kind of go over this real quick. Last but not least, or whatever, is the basic box. Then you have the advanced box. Then you have the Pro box. And then we have the final Pro Plus box. So whatever tier that you think you could afford and you want to get involved into it, have at it. This is my breakdown of Mission 78. I enjoyed it. I do like some of the stuff that came in there. I do like the knife and some of the other stuff in there. The Readywise, it's okay. I've had Readywise in the past. But all in all, if you want to see, if you find it of value to you, it's something you may want to look into. Now, here's the issue that I have with Battlebox. A couple of things they could have done different. is they could have gave me a code to give to my subscribers so that you guys can get a discount. They did not do that. So if you guys email Battlebox and look, hey, you guys, GreyMan did a hell of a review on your stuff, but you guys didn't give them a discount code to give to us, the viewers. If not, we might be interested. So sorry, folks, they didn't give me no code, but I gave it my honest review. Other than that as well, another thing that I would like to see Battlebox do, let's say you get a box, right? And I don't know if this is cost effective because I'm not in the business side of this thing, but if you were to get a Battlebox and you get a bunch of stuff in there, it'd be nice if every once in a while, let's say you can do it maybe once every few months or once every whenever, you know, that you could say, you know what, I never opened this product, I didn't really like it, or whatever, something like that where you can just trade it out. And they could give you some sort of credit or send you something different. I don't know. That to me, that would be something I would suggest to the company. If they could do something like that or figure something where you guys can, if something goes out that you just really don't like and it doesn't work effectively, and it's just not the best product out there. So that being said, like I said, the pro is that you're constantly getting different types of gear to try out and play with. You're getting different things that you might not even know that you're aware of. You know, let's say like the neck light or something like that. That might be something that works for you. And the con is like it comes to affordability and taking the risk that you might get things that you may never use or that that just might not work for you in your situation. So take a look at Battlebox. I'll put their link in their description down below, and you let me know what you think down in the comments. Would this be something that you're interested in? Would you want me to reach out back to Battlebox and kind of do more reviews like this with them and work with them down the road? You guys let me know. You know me, I'm open to suggestions, and I like to hear back from you, the viewers, because you kind of drive some of the traffic of what I like to do and the content that I like to create. But other than that, that about wraps it up, folks. I think I've went over everything and touched on a few things. I guess I could have went a little bit more in depth on certain things, but I've watched a lot of Battlebox reviews, and most people are just saying, hey, this is in here, and this is in here, this is in here. Hey, what do you think? Buy Battlebox. I wanted to take it a step further, so I know it's a little bit of a longer video. Hopefully a little bit more informative and in-depth review of what's inside and how you can apply these things and use it. Other than if you did like what you saw and then you appreciate Grey doing what he's doing and being out here in the hot Florida sun with the sun, you can't see the sun beating down on me, but it's nasty, the humidity, and yes, I am sweating my yas off, right? Anyways, this is about wraps it up. I probably said that a couple times, but tomorrow night, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, late night with Grey. Join me. We're gonna get a lot of things to talk about, stuff about how to help the community and things that some other viewers and other people have reached out to me and said, hey, maybe we could do stuff like this. Also, we're doing the September giveaway tomorrow. Big giveaway. Just saying. Anyways, join me tomorrow night and see who wins. Everybody who's super chatted and who's super sticking me for the month of September, please be there because you are in the drawing. This is GreyMan. I'm out. I'll see you guys on the rebound. God bless and have a good day.